a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't calm down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Guys, happy Monday. Is that the thing? Is it the thumbs up as you're rolling in, my sweet girls? You're all doing great out there.
I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know you played me just like a flute. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Lay those drums through. Lake Erie, I cannot even imagine how humid it is in Louisiana. Oh my God. Yeah.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. you, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Today is July 29th, 2024. It is 5:33 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Hello, my sweet, sweet pearls. How is everyone doing? I hope you are well out there. Really do appreciate it. So we have 2 lives planned for today. This one, and then I'll be back at 8:30 Eastern time tonight. And we will be talking about Sebastian Rogers. However, what we are going to be speaking about on this live is Chris Watts, one of the most heinous, despicable human beings on the planet, if you ask me, to be quite honest with you. Thank you guys. You guys are sweet. So he is in the news again, and too hot for me, Justin, in New Brunswick, Atlantic, Canada. It's hot. It is hot. I'm telling you. Actually, I was outside just a few minutes ago, kind of just taking a walk, and it is so humid, but at least it's been raining a little bit, so that's good. All right. So Chris Watts is back in the news and he is blaming his former mistress that she he's calling her a Jezebel, actually, mistress, for his decision to brutally unalive his wife and his two daughters and baby Nico, which obviously Shanann was pregnant at the time. 4 lives that this man took, a family annihilator. For what? For what? Honey, I've been wondering about you. Hey, Justin, I need some prayers. I'm in the hospital. I was wondering where you were. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Summers Army. Honey, we are praying for you. Are you, I mean, are you okay overall? That's God, I hope you're okay. I was wondering where you were. Car accidents are scary. They're very scary. When I first started driving, I mean, first started driving, I was hit by a drunk driver. This man stole his mother's car, and his mom was dying of cancer, and he was drunk and high on everything. And I'm lucky I'm alive. So, Summers Army, it sounds, if you've been in the hospital for a while, it kind of sounds like it was pretty serious. Oh, Tar, I'm sorry. God. Goodness, goodness, goodness. We flipped on a gravel road after work. God, I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're alive. Thank God for that. You are too precious to go anywhere. Too precious. Yeah, yeah, if you've been, yeah, it sounds like it's, I'll be here a while. Did you break a lot of bones and stuff? Oh, God. I know, like, we didn't flip or anything, but I was hit so hard that the driver's side wheel and the driver's side rear wheel, front wheel and rear wheel both came off and projected down the street. Thank you, Max Chica. It's very sweet. Yeah, Tar, if you need to, do you have a pulse ox? Checks your oxygen. That's where you need, every human being in their home needs a pulse ox. You really need one. Everyone. I had one long before the C word ever happened. Everyone needs one. For sure. So we are going to keep you in our prayers for sure. For sure, my dear. If you need anything, you have my number and my email address as well. Both of you. Yes, healing prayers for sure, for sure. Okay. All right. Uh, it checks your oxygen, your blood oxygen level. Yeah, of course you need a BP cuff for sure. Yeah. But everyone needs one of those because that is something crucial. Crucial, is make sure you're getting the right amount of oxygen because that can tell a lot. That little thing there. So, um, when we were when I volunteered for hospice, like even though we, you know, weren't there to extend life or anything like that, when you're in hospice, you can't be on any type of treatment other than, you know, uh, pain management. Like I always told the family, to get their, put the pulse ox on them, so you kind of know, when if they were homebound or something, if the oxygen started going down, call us if you need us. We were stopped at a red light with the seat belts. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You can get them on Amazon. Let me see here. It's called a pulse oximeter, is what it's called. Um, and this is a really good one. They're $15. Every human being needs them. Here, I'll show you this. Let me show you what they are. About $15 on Amazon. And what it will do, it will tell your oxygen. Yes. It'll tell your heartbeats. Because your blood oxygen, my O2 is 96, my B is 130/70. Just about. So your oxygen's it's okay. Your oxygen's good. Your oxygen's good. Yeah, everyone needs one. Everyone needs one. Um, and you just put it on your finger right there. So that's good. But yeah, make sure you got one of those. Yeah, yeah. They have them built into a lot of the watches now as well. Um, I still think it's good to have just like a medical one, just for the entire family and stuff. But because if they're really sick or anything, then yeah. Okay. CW had surprise visits after transfer. He was told many thought NK may be involved in one way or another. Did I answer first? Interesting. Okay. So, guys, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it, as it helps get the word out. If you're not a member of the world renowned Pearls, please consider it. Really helps us out as well. Okay, now here we go. Let's talk about another Christopher, right? Another Christopher. The family annihilator, Chris Watts, is blaming his former mistress for his decision to brutally unalive his wife, two girls, and Nico. He only refers to her as Jezebel. There are several handwritten notes from the 39-year-old Watts, who is serving a life sentence in a small cell at Dodge Correctional Institution. In one letter dated March of 2020, Chris wrote a prayer of confession. The words of a harlot have brought me low, he wrote. No, no, you did it, Chris. You did it. No, you did it. You did it. Uh, he also wrote, her flattening speech was like drops of honey that pierced my heart and soul. Little did I know that all her guests were in the chamber of death. How did I let this happen? He continued. The blessing you have bestowed upon me right in front of me, and I followed the perfume of a strange woman. Watt shared most of his thoughts with Dylan Tallman, a fellow prisoner at the Wisconsin lockup who befriended Watts. Tallman was in the cell next to Watts, and the two men became close. He started talking, Tallman says. We had a lot of very long conversations, spiritual conversations. Tallman was a prisoner for possession of narcotics when he met Watts. Although he had served his sentence, now he is now serving 4 months for driving on a suspended license, which was a probation violation. Some people just seems like no matter what happens, they can't stay out of trouble. You know what I mean? Just can't stay out of trouble. All right. They began studying the Bible together, and Watts even called Tallman his quote spiritual twin end quote. They studied the scriptures together and talked daily, often encouraging each other about the hardships of life behind bars. Um, this is one of the letters. Let me show you this right here. All right. Here's one of the letters. And it says, Dear Heavenly Father, I have backslidden. I am like a sheep gone astray from the flock and have fallen into the pit. The snare of the enemy has entrapped me. The words of a harlot has brought me low. Her flattening speech was like drops of honey that pierced my heart and soul. Little did I know all of her guests were in the chamber of death. The lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. How did I not see it? How did I let this happen? The blessing you have bestowed upon me were right in front of me, and still I followed the perfume of a strange woman. The web of the enemy squeezes around my heart and is cocooning my soul to the point of suffocation. The enemy and his Jezebel mock and scourge me as they celebrate another capture. But oh, that man would praise the Lord for his goodness and for all his wonderful works to the children of men. You, O Lord, did not leave me captive or condemned. You heard the prayer of the destitute and of the prisoner appointed to death, you opened my eyes. You made my ears ready to perceive, and you said, come forth. The web of death loosened its grip, and I walked into the light of your presence. As I humbly kneel before you, you said, go and sin no more. Your faith has been made whole. Sorry while I want to throw up on this paper. Um, not because of anything else other than Chris wrote it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Um, you know, I guess, you know, we're taught that God can forgive all sin, but damn, 4 lives. This is Dylan Tallman, Chris's buddy, right? You have no right to complain when you choose prison. You have, I don't know. I just I can't with him. The things that this man did, shoving his two, actually throwing his wife and the children's mother in a grave, the daughter in an oil container with the top that's like this big around, and then the youngest sees her dad doing that to her sister, and then he comes and unalives her right there. I will never understand. I will never ever understand. We're going to watch some videos here shortly. There's the monster that he had, literally the perfect family. The perfect family, right? He had a beautiful wife, beautiful kids, right? 2.5 kids, beautiful home, attractive couple, worked hard, both of them. Yes, Lolo. Yes. All of that gone forever. Forever. And did it for this woman right here. This woman right here. Chris and her taking photos. Unbelievable. For more than a year, Watts had planned to write a book with Tallman. When Watts changed his mind, Tallman has now released a series of 3 books titled The Cell Next Door. Parts 1 and 2 are already available. Third installment was released on Wednesday. The book details how the lives of Watts and Tallman intersected and discuss how the two became friends through Bible study and deep conversation. In the first book, Tallman said he and Watts called Nicole Kissinger Jezebel as they talked about her, a reference of a biblical woman who, by the teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual morality. I was, where was it at? Sorry. I was having an affair with a girl and I ended up in love with two women at the same time, Watts told Tallman. According to the book, it's what led up to what happened. She is of evil spirits like Jezebel. You can't blame your sin on someone else. You can't. You can't blame your sin on someone else. Not only is that morally taking accountability for your actions that you did, Christopher, it's also not accepting your spiritual path forward, blaming it on a Jezebel. It's not a Jezebel. You're a demon. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Nothing more. He admitted that he was stupid to cheat on his wife, and he asked for God's forgiveness every day for his infidelity, Tallman writes. Watts claimed to Tallman that Kessinger told him to choose between her and his family on the night of the unalivings. Jezebel was the forbidden fruit, he said, and it was costly. Watts had admittedly to strangling his wife, pregnant wife, Shanann, in their Colorado home in August of 2018. He then drove her body to the site of an oil company where he worked and dumped her. His two daughters, Bella, 4, and Celeste, 3, were in his truck. He suffocated them as they begged for mercy and stashed their bodies in oil drums. Watts pleaded guilty at the sentence for life in prison without the possibility of parole. I think it was 3 life sentence or plus 85 years, if I remember that correctly. That is what you get to live with, Chris. All right. So let's look at some stuff here. One second. Let me see if this is. All right. We're going to watch some videos. Yes, baby kisses. Little um little Celeste said, "Daddy, stop. Stop it." 3-year-old. Yep. You're right. Insta justice. You're right. Some of these may be a little low. We'll see if we'll get them to work here or not. It's one of the saddest cases I've ever heard. And the people that got those children out of the oil drum with just the tar and the oil and the petroleum is unforgivable. Unforgivable. I don't know. God has more mercy than I and humans could ever have. But I don't know. I really don't know. Was she trying to protect Shanann because she knew? I wonder in a weird way, was she trying to protect Shanann because she knew? What do you mean that? What do you mean me? Was who trying to protect Shanann? Oh, fragile. That sounds nice. makes my heart beat in my ears. Yes. I
Okay.
And they didn't know that anyone was supposed to be in this house.
Okay.
So they asked me to call you guys just to make sure that who's in the house is supposed to be in the house.
Gotcha. All right.
Welcome,
So that's
Juanita.
the reason I called you guys, is because they wouldn't answer the door. But obviously, if they're the DA, they're not going to answer the door.
Right. Okay.
But I just wanted to double check. I mean, you can have you give me the phone to call her parents if you need it.
Material.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Responding Frederick units, Tacoma 676.
So if you could just make sure they are who they're supposed to be and they're supposed
You
to be in
know,
the house.
Just be advised there's
if it wasn't for, Shanann's friend, I mean, I think because Shanann was so active on the internet and just an all around social person, I think it would have been figured out pretty quickly. But God
a
bless
lot of
this
news
friend.
out here.
She
It's gonna be on
wouldn't
camera the whole time right here.
wouldn't quit. I have like 10 minutes from I live. Oh wow, really? Really hanging with Heather? Did they ever figure out what that I remember? Did they ever figure out they saw or heard a woman in the house after all of this happened, and they went in there like GUNS drawn, and they didn't see anything?
Hey, you guys
He
with the
was.
DA's
I
office?
never
We're
seen the
the defense
autopsy.
team. We're Christopher Watts' attorneys.
Oh, okay.
So I figured we'd see you in a second. Can you slip in a sec just so we're not on the camera?
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait because I'm Dacono, so I'm just covering
Oh,
Frederick. So
okay.
we're gonna let Frederick come in first, and then
Sure.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
They're
Hello.
with-
How's it going? Good. How are you?
With the defense team, so we can go inside. So they're
You
not.
guys want to?
Yeah,
Nobody
let's
was
go on
there.
inside.
Yeah, nobody was
Follow you
there.
guys.
But I couldn't remember if like they ever found out what it was.
Sorry. Trying not to touch anything.
Rumor were that there was so many rumors. I wasn't a creator
She is a defense expert.
when this
We have
was
another
going
defense expert
on.
here
I
that
mean,
does
I
investigate
helped
for
creators out and all
justice
that, but
as well.
that's all. Hey, Miss Fletcher. I don't agree with Chris being allowed to have pictures with his girls, and
That's fine.
I don't either. I don't either. Chris says he goes to bed every night hearing uh little Celeste saying the last thing that she said to him.
You guys know why we're here? No, I assumed that the neighbors were upset and they called the police.
They called somebody was burglarizing the place.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anybody.
Stephanie. Oh
That's
my
fine.
God.
You're responding
Yes.
to burglary and you want to make sure.
Yeah. We just brought stuff. Perfect. I just normally what I do is I count everybody. We'll be good with it.
Oh, that's sweet summer. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you so much, honey.
You want want me to give him a call? Want me to call him?
Love you guys.
All right, guys. Let me get us on here.
There's another investigator.
You guys have IDs on them?
Sure.
I don't either.
Do you need my bar card?
I don't either.
Sure, I'll take you. Take whatever you got there.
So nice.
Do you mind if I just walk that way a little bit so I'm not next to the door here?
Yeah.
To get my my bad side on camera. Hey, this is Officer Lambert with the Kona Police Department. Hey, can we talk to whatever DA is handling?
When he said we had an emotional conversation, that's when you was like, oh, okay. We know where that's going to happen.
Frederick's triple.
See, they always tell you a little something, right? They always tell you a little something.
Homicide case. We're in the house, and apparently the defense team's in here, but nobody knew. So we need to know if they're allowed to be in here. If they
Brenda,
and
you are
okay. So we definitely need to talk.
oh, do we have any other late ones? Do we have any other late ones? We have to kind of break up the sadness sometimes here. Okay, we have Dana, we have Brenda. Dana and Brenda. Any other late ones? Okay, Dana, Brenda. Okay, hold on. God, mods, get ready. We got to write up some people. Oh, they're gonna be late. Where is my ticket here? Let me find it. Good Lord, have mercy. I can't even find it. Okay. Dana, Brenda, Juanita, Kathy, Holly, Kloops, Mary, Looking Glass, Lisa, Stephanie, Bailey, Debbie, Kathy. God, mods, y'all's arms gotta be exhausted. Hey, you always get a pass. Silly ass. You're funny. Jordan's late too. Oh my God. Well, what happened? What had happened was I fell asleep. You mean you get to sleep? I haven't slept since like 1967. Must be nice, Brenda.
Somebody can't do voicemail.
Must be nice. Meep to the office, please. Meep to the office. Meep to the office. Yes, sleep. What's that? What's that? What's the sleep? Most of the room was late. Yeah, just kidding. On Watts Island again, I see this is the first case I've done. Which really?
It's Officer Lambert. I'm with Dacono.
See, I didn't do this. I wasn't a creator then, so
Frederick's here as well. But
I mean, I
they,
followed this
they're
case, but
getting names and IDs
wasn't
of everybody, so.
like my own creator. But I think it's,
Thanks.
it comes back in the news every so often. Every so often. I want to show y'all another video.
Yes.
Okay, that was the mystery person in the home. Give me 1 second while I pull this up.
Yeah, I guess that's okay. We're in the
Um,
house. We got called for
how many
burger
minutes is
progress,
that?
so,
All right,
we're in
here
the
we go.
house with the team now, so
All right. Let me pop this up. Guys, do me a favor. If you haven't yet already, please hit that thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. It's a free way to help out.
He has been pouring through these hours of police interrogation videos you first saw on Denver 7. She has our report.
Thank
You
you.
you're this monster who says, I just want this young, hot girlfriend, so I'm going to kill everyone and hope it works out. Or something.
Just got
Chris Watt's
notification.
body language is as bizarre to investigators as he was in front of our cameras. It would take detectives more than 6 hours to get Chris to finally.
When I see that, with Chris, when he's standing on the
Language
porch,
is as
I think of Chris and Katie. I really do. I think of Chris and Katie.
bizarre to investigators as he was in front of our cameras. It would take detectives more than 6 hours to get Chris to finally tell them where he put the bodies of his pregnant wife and 2 little girls.
Okay, can you mark it for me? The hash person in. Okay, and where's the girl at?
I'm sorry,
This is
baby
drone video
love.
of the oil field where the bodies were found. His wife wrapped in sheets from their
Seems like everyone's just having kind of a time right now. Goodness, I'm so sorry, y'all.
bed. But no one was buying Chris's story.
We got
Don't
each
get
other.
mad, but what it looks like is that you found a new life, and the only way to get that new life was to get rid of the old life. And I think that you killed these girls before their mom came home, and then killed Chanel.
This woman right here, I can't remember her name. She is my hero. She is my hero. God, is that woman strong.
And that's what we're kind of left, that's what we have to believe, because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I think we're very, very close to the truth, but not quite there yet. So if you're not that monster, I'm not a monster. I didn't kill my baby.
After he tells them where, detectives ask Chris again and again.
It's not Tammy, is it? Is it Tammy? Was that who it is? Oh, she played the part.
How and
God,
why
yes, she did.
he put his babies in those oil tanks.
Why take their bodies out of the house and bury them?
I wasn't
scared. I didn't know what else
it
to
is
do.
Tammy. Okay.
Once investigators start searching the oil field, they come back into the interrogation room because no one can believe Chris could have fit his girls into those tanks.
How did you get them in the tanks?
The hatch on top.
The hatch. How do you access that?
Walk upstairs.
And then what?
Open it.
Was it hard to get them in there? Did you have to push or anything, or?
Not really.
Chris then admits why he buried
Not
Shanann in a shallow
really.
grave.
Not really. You such an asshole. You know what? I mean, why did he do that? I still don't understand. Why did he do this? And he put them in separate tanks as well. Mom's buried out there, and they're each in a tank.
Not in the oil tanks.
Is Shanann?
They found a hair at the top of the tank, and so that kind of let him know that, because you couldn't see in there.
Here because she couldn't, like, could you not lift her all the way up there, or you couldn't? Would she have been too big to fit in
Yes,
that hole?
Bailey. Yep, she was.
You feel sorry for what you did?
Little boy.
Of course, I would not have lost control and dropped off the Shanann and
A possible moment of remorse or more lies from a monster. That's for you to decide.
I'm not a monster. I didn't
You are a monster.
kill my baby.
Denver 7 was the first to bring you these videos, and we have posted all of them in their entirety, and you can watch them.
All right. So we got a lot more. They had to go through the man door 8 inches too narrow. Yes. I think the girlfriend also told him, well, she told him that night, you need to pick. You need to pick. And there it was, right? All right. Now, this is when he was backing up his truck, rather. I'm going to make it small so you can see it. You're looking over here. That camera saved. Oh, do I got it on? Yeah. Did so much. helped them so much. The gas tank he was loading in his truck, I believe he was going to use it to blow up tanks or fire. I don't know. I just don't think he wanted to be seen with, at a gas station or anything. Yep, just like Larry Meliette. Yep. Yep, these garages. I mean, he didn't have, I don't think his truck would have fit in the garage. Like they were, Shanann, she was like extraordinarily a good housekeeper, right? And hey, Janice. Yeah, a lot of people said they didn't get any notifications. I think sometimes when you change the time, you don't get like a notification. Like it turns off the notification. Just unbelievable. Pack stuff up against the garage door. Yeah. Just so terrible. So terrible. This monster. Monster. Now, the police went in with cadaver dogs. And the cadaver dogs hit in their bedroom, close to the bed, and they hit in the basement too. They don't know, like, if Chris had, like, why they hid in the basement necessarily, unless he had like something that he took from downstairs, maybe a blanket or something like that. Watch him. You can see him right there. You could see him. You can see him right there. Let's see here. You can see a shadow. There he is. Right there he is. Right there. Right there. Bastard. What did rest? Hey, K-Mac. Good to see you. I think Cindy knew he was off, and that's why she didn't want the wedding to go forward. It was, I don't know. When she went to North Carolina, when Shanann and the kids went to North Carolina, it was bad. So that's him leaving. Oh yeah, this is the canine search as well. Let me show you this.
Hey, Chris. So we need to have everybody step out of the house.
Mostly because we don't want the dog to get confused with all the stuff
Correct.
that's going on.
So you can leave that there. You can leave your camera there.
Journalist
Okay.
inside. Why not just divorce? Exactly. That's the question. Chris says that he was enraged whenever he alleges that Shanann said, "You're never going to see the girls again."
He's in the back.
I don't know if I believe that. Because then why do you unalive them? Why do you unalive the kids after that? Well, he said because Bella seen it happen. They were so underwater with that house.
So there should be in that basket some of the kids' clothes and their nightgowns that they may or may not have had on that night.
What do you mean no warning? I see you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you may have carried something or.
It's possible.
Ooh, I like your name dropping the pearls.
That's my scent coming out of there.
I love you.
So there's your attic access right there.
They showed us with the dogs and said, "Get it." They showed up with the dogs and said, "Get it." Oh, I got you.
Do I need
Yeah,
to climb up there?
that's what you gotta catch them while they're off guard.
You know,
Look at those little dresses and stuff.
and sometimes.
God, he's evil. It's still just as shocking now as it was
Since this place
in
has been
2020.
infinitely cleaned recently, that's kind of interesting to me. That's just that's the way they did it.
Still just
Can
as
you see any
shocking.
kind of dust or anything on that shelf where somebody might have?
But let's see here. Go over here. It's a. Hold on. Where was
Got a
that?
book under there. And a rock.
All right, watch this dog. Watch the dog. Watch him. They're going in the room right now. Watch it. Didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long at all.
What's that? Yep.
I don't know if he took steroids. He used to be heavier.
Got a book under there. And a rock. Oh, hello. Just a big book.
No storage or nothing. Now see, this is a bed though, so stuff will go down. You think somebody's sleeping in
Oh,
there.
that was my glasses.
Now, did you get everything?
Yeah, do you want me to pull the book out? It's literally right here.
Oh.
That's it?
Consent.
Uh-huh.
That's what he was showing me.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm going to step back in the laundry room for a second.
Yes, these are cadaver dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. They hid on trauma under Bella's bed. Yeah, she sold Thrive. That was a huge thing in 2020. Huge thing. Like 2018, 2019, 2020, Thrive was everywhere. It's like these patches you wore and all that. Yes. How long Shan was there after? I don't know. I mean, at least a few hours,
His boyfriend, so he knows the kid's been already.
Perfect.
In the school, on the school, I don't know if it's rest or whatever. But look
Yes.
at the bottom of the school there.
Oh yeah, she was making money,
Sometimes
sediment.
It looks like sediment.
Okay.
Because there's layers.
How NK ran across.
Just because I know what's happened, and people's stuff.
Yes. She had wasn't it Alexis? Alexis? I'm pretty sure it was Alexis. SUV, wasn't it?
There's no
Yeah, she was
water in
making
this
more money
toilet.
than him. She was like the breadwinner.
The toilet's dry.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's kind of lift up that and see if there's water in the tank.
Let me hook this back up.
I believe she was at that house at some point too.
Yep.
I do too.
There's water.
I absolutely do.
I'm not sure what that is.
Unless they would suck the water out.
Now they'll go to the basement. Hold on.
That's interesting.
Yes. Cadaver. What is it? Drop the pearls? What is it, my dear? Yeah, my buddy is on. Christina. Good to see you, Christina. You can hear him hitting something. May I put your channel on this video on my watch? Oh, of course. Of course. Yes, of course.
Copy, break.
Absolutely.
Pelican 85 dispatch. Copy, 1238.
Yeah, he's outside during an interview, I'm pretty sure at this time. Pretty sure. With can't even remember the news station. Let me find it here. All right. See, the dog's hitting. Okay. Okay. This is when Chris says, that dog is like, I'm telling. Remember Nancy Grace yesterday? We were watching something and she said, I'll trust a dog before, I forget what it was. She's like, I'll trust a dog before I'll trust something. I can't remember. This is the day after when Chris says, I couldn't sleep or something like that. Made you jump out of your seat. Yeah, Thrive is a multi-level marketing thing, and you know how a lot of those go, but she was like early into it, so kind of worked out for her.
You do understand it's completely voluntary.
Yeah, it
Okay,
seems like
perfect.
that house is
So
cursed.
we'll just let her get started, and we'll be.
Would you guys live in the Watts house? Like, would you, if they said, here's this house, you can have it, would you live in it? Here, I'll give this house to you. Will you take it? Will you live here? No, the house is haunted. No. The minute he opened his mouth, yeah, hell no, no way. Yes, yes, no, no, absolutely not. Heck no, nope, nope. Hey, everyone. So there's a few people that says yes. I don't think I would. No. I don't think I would. I think the Millers, yes. The ones. Is it back for sale again? I knew there was some DV going on there. You would, Kloops? I don't think I would. I don't think I would. I think just the energy, I don't know, just the juju of it all. Just knowing that even in your subconscious, you know what I mean? Like what had went on in that house. No one will buy it. The poor police get called there a lot. The same ones too. Yeah. It is a house of horrors, so it really is a house of horrors. People say that it's haunted. Um, I don't know. Like, I never ever believed in anything like ghost or anything. Never had an experience, never wanted an experience until June 15th of 2022. That is when I was going to the first year of Summer Wells being missing. And that's when I was in my hotel room and by myself, went to take a shower, and I've got suds, washing my hair and all that. And I hear cling, cling. And what's that? And I rinse my eyes like that. And there is a dime and a penny in the shower. And then I'm like trying to find a way where it could have came from. I don't carry cash. There is nothing. There was no shelves or anything. It was like the type that had like the pumps on the wall. And it freaked me the hell out. Never believed in anything ever. And I get ready kind of quick and I'm like out of there. And then I go live. Shortly later, I go down to the horse pond and I'm telling people about this. I'm telling you guys about this. And they were like 110. And I'm like, what do you mean 110? And they're like, a dime is 1 10 cent, right? And then the 1 penny, 110. 1 penny, 1 dime, 110, which is 110 Ben Hill Road, which is kind of, that was the address of Summer Wells. And then I'm like freaking out. And then I'm in my car again alone. And people's like, who's that talking, Justin? And I'm like, I'm talking. And they're like, no, it was somebody with you. And I'm like, no. And they said they could hear someone speaking. And there was like, at that point, I mean, I was live there there was a couple thousand in the chat at that time. And people's like, oh, I heard it. Ziggy clipped it. And then she went live. She's like, oh my God, guys. Rhonda, you heard it? Yeah. Stephanie, yep. It was. And I had those two experiences that day, and that's the literally within a couple hours of each other. Never had an experience like that before, and I haven't after either. So I kind of got to say, it kind of, I mean, like, I believe in like angels and I believe in God and obviously and stuff like that, but I just, I don't know. I just didn't really believe in like I don't know. I don't know. It's just too weird.
Be in the area.
Okay.
So Chris, I might need your help a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Where is, I'm assuming your wife, Sherry's in bed with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Canada quit making pennies. I think America needs to quit making pennies. You know why? It cost a penny and a half to make a penny. Like, what sense, like, does that make? It makes no sense to pay a penny, a cent and a half. It's like, who's running our government here? Like, if it cost a penny and a half, does it cost 3 cents now? It used to cost a cent and a half. Yeah, I mean, everything should be just like 5 cents, 10
Yeah,
cents.
just look in there and then, talk to your kid.
Well, inflation has went up, so yeah, probably cost 3 cents
Is there
now.
any dirty laundry that hasn't been touched by anybody else besides her?
Dogs and decor. I vaguely remember something like that.
Okay, I just think it's a family, it's gonna happen. How about your kids' room?
So their laundry would be in the.
And has any of it been touched by you today?
I'll put it in there.
You put it in there?
Yeah.
How about,
I mean, why is it costing us more money to make the nickel than it's worth? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why? Why? Dana, thank you so much, my dear, for becoming or renewing your membership. Thank you so much, my love. Really do appreciate that. First membership of the day. Thank you, my dear. Very sweet of you. Taxing us to make money. Yes. Doesn't make sense. How can you make $1 if you don't make sense? I mean, they round them up is what they do. Round them up. Oh, Debbie, thank you, my dear. Thank you, babies, for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate that. If you received that lovely, world-renowned pearl necklace, please give our beloved Debbie a big, big thank you. Very sweet. I have some euros on me. The quality of food is awful. Oh my God. Fruit doesn't taste like fruit anymore. Don't even get me started on that stuff. Fruit, and like it like everything, all the fruits are like so big and they look beautiful, but they have no flavor. Like, I got some peaches and they were the most beautiful peaches. And I bit into it and it's like a rock. And it just tasted like nothing. I don't know. Go to like the best place to go is like a market, like a farmer's market, and get. Yeah. I love it when I get like a really nice peach. Love it. Love it. You really appreciate it. Yeah. It's awful. You did, Nana? What? Tell me. How's she doing? Yes, I love the peaches. I love plums. I love nectarines. I love fruits. I wish I loved vegetables more. They're low carb. I know it should not cost more for healthy food. You can buy like the crappiest food cheap. You want to live healthy, you've got to I make some of the best blackberry cobbler you will ever eat. Ever eat. Ever eat, I'm telling you. Yeah, yeah. Order the fruit then. Yep. Yep. Justin, is the copper from pennies valuable? They're not like all copper now. It's a mix. There is certain things that I will only buy organic. And one is milk. I will only buy organic milk. And ironically, it will last twice as long as regular milk, like non-organic. And I will only buy organic eggs, and I'll only buy organic strawberries because they have a lot of pesticides on it. Regular. Yes, Cheryl. Yes, much better, much better. I make almond milk quite often actually, but I make it. I don't buy it. I don't like the bought. Yes, goat milk does. Yes. Nana, where's your news? I'm waiting for your news. Did she type it yet? My phone is out of warranty and the battery got hot and swelled out. Yeah, simply. Was you telling us about the battery swelling the other day? Someone was saying their battery swelled the other day. And muscles, it is. I don't understand how, you can go buy, which they don't have dollar menus anymore, but like a hamburger for $2, right? But you're going to pay, right, like $6 for organic strawberries. Yeah, I only buy whole milk as well. Where's Nana? Yes, I know what you're talking about. I do know. I've seen that recipe, I think. I'm pretty sure. Test results show no brain damage. She is breathing on her own, but breathing tube is for precaution, cutting back on dialysis. But that's amazing. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Lord. We have been praying. Absolutely. Great news. Dust Bowl governor sold land to grow grain and cows. Invested food wheel bread was at the top, milk to promote the cows. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some. I had chickens a few years ago. Not a few years ago, it's been longer than that, but I'm thinking about getting me a couple little chickens again. They're really pets, but lay a couple eggs. We'll see.
Dirty laundry.
We'll see.
Dirty laundry here.
Okay, you usually pick it up off
It's
the floor.
amazing, Nana. Thank God.
Beds, have you touched their beds today?
I made them.
You made them, okay. Do you usually pick up the pillow, that kind of stuff, or you just like? Let me think here.
Miss Fletcher, of getting chickens. Miss Fletcher, let's you talk to your hubby, I'll talk to mine. We'll meet up. We live close. We'll go buy some chickens. We'll do a video. We'll both put farmer hats on. And I had silkies and showgirls. I don't know if you know what a showgirl chicken is, but it's a silky with a naked neck and a little fur on top of its head. Oh man. I should name your chicken Inspector Featherbottom. That's funny. That's so funny. I love chickens. Really?
You think about toys? I've ever touched at all.
Me too.
How about actually shoes would be good too? Shoes that maybe you haven't touched.
Hold on, let me see if I can find my old chickens. Hold on 1 second.
Sometimes the blankies get put in there.
Okay.
And that's the one she usually uses, the butterfly one.
I'll show you my old chicken.
Okay, so you touched it today?
Yesterday when I put it on the bed.
Okay. Shoes?
Shoes are downstairs.
Okay. And probably your wife's shoes too.
These shoes and Bella's shoes are on this side.
Okay. What's the most recent pair you remember her wearing?
Probably outside because they were wet from a pool party.
Okay.
Does that still work?
What day was that?
That was on Saturday.
Okay.
Those are two right there.
You put them up on the chair? Okay.
That's my old chicken pen. Let me show you my chickens. These are when some of my silky chickies when they were small. I want to show you my showgirls though. My showgirls were so stinking cute. So cute. Oh my God, I could live. I loved my showgirls. These were some of my silkies too. Hold on. These are some of my silkies. And trying to find my showgirls. Okay, here they are. Here's my showgirls. That was my showgirls. They're just a silky with a naked neck. They're so cute. I love my silkies and my showgirls.
Yeah.
Request, and it's going to be the Denver
And I definitely got wet, right? They were in
This is how it seems like the week is going. I've always kept this. It's been a rough week, but I made it. What does it say? How about you? I live for that picture. Live for that. There is so many people like getting
Told you show me your wife.
to get some-
It was a water balloon thing. They were tipping into the pool.
Did they wear them walking home? Is there a pool in town?
It was at a friend's birthday party.
Okay.
Yes,
Over at Jeremy
they're
Wilson's
working
house.
at
They got
Caesar's Palace.
pool and then they walked home with them, and then you
Oh, we drove home.
drove home. Okay. Did they warm home?
Yes,
Okay.
but I did put them out there.
Okay. Well, we'll try them because can't think of anything else, right? All the other shoes you think you've touched.
Oh, yeah, because I haven't put them on.
Yeah.
Or tie them or something.
And then how about?
You can tell. Okay, Fusion, thank you. You can tell here that it just seems like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't seem like just not interested. And how many times do we see these people that there's no sense of urgency, right? No sense of urgency to find out where his children are and his wife? Raises red flags.
White shoes.
Ask me.
Are there any pairs you think you wouldn't have touched?
I know, Rusty. I know. I feel kind of the same way, to be honest.
Okay.
Sorry, I put him, he'll bite your ankles.
Got it. It's always the little ones, never the big ones. Oh, it's okay. I know, it's okay.
No emotion. Here. When the policewoman was walking behind him, she pointed her finger at him. Wonder if she thought he was full of. I think they, whenever that went on when Chris was on the porch, I think everyone saw it. I think everyone felt it. Everyone saw it. And you were like, oh, we all have a bullshit meter. All of us do. Some of us have better than others, to be quite honest with you. But the BS meter was going off. Right? He's there self-soothing himself, and he's just like smiling in places. And then he talks about we had an emotional conversation, and it was just like, no.
Chris, when's the last time your wife just went for a walk around the outside? It's
been a long, long time.
Okay. And then how about your kids?
They were in North Carolina for the last 6 weeks, so it was before that.
Okay. And you said you went to a pool party on Saturday, but you drove there and home?
I drove there the same day. Because she was in Arizona at that point.
Okay. All right. We just want to make sure that
Watch him. He's always standing like that.
Old. Usually it doesn't stick around for more than a week.
Really?
Good news.
Your dog, you live in a 130-year-old house and your dogs will not go to the basement. Have you ever seen if anything had ever happened in your home, JJ Johnson? Yep. This what you're exactly right. This was the day before. Count how many times he says like, yeah. Yeah. I mean, 130 years, I mean, that's a lot of things that can happen in a home, right? GB, listen. Scott Peterson, let me tell you something. The Innocence Project, it's the Innocence Project of California. They are like trying to say that he is innocent, in my opinion. It's what they're sounding like they're trying to say, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to lose my loving mind if this man gets out. I'm going to lose it. Today in Pharmas who deluded. Yes. Isn't he in is his trial going on right now? Or okay, maybe it's not. He's getting out early. I pray that Scott Peterson does not get out. It would be terrible. Would be terrible. I mean, wow. I mean, look at Casey Anthony. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Leilani, her trial starts in November for Quentin Simon. By the way, I'll probably be down there for that. I want to be in that courtroom. First came to true crime. Yeah. He was and even eyedrops.
I'm sure they've asked you already. She doesn't usually go out on hikes or.
No, do you know how they caught him? Drop in these pearls. Do you know how they caught him diluting that? Does anyone know? It's interesting.
He's never been on a hike.
Okay. Nothing long stretch.
I've been waiting to hear something all day, all night. His friends pouring out and
For
reaching
what,
out.
Dana?
That's about it.
I'll tell you one thing for certain. I can't imagine what you're going through right now.
The house, I couldn't sleep at all last night. It just didn't feel right. And I'm used to my kids and she's
doesn't look
right there.
better
And
in the
right
eye.
there. I missed them throwing chicken nuggets at me, honestly, last night.
See, no eye contact when he's speaking with you, right? He'll glance,
Well, like I said, we're
but it's
resources, so we'll do everything that we can to try to find
Definitely want to try to find him.
everything we can.
they caught him because the cancer drugs he gave gave a different result. As soon as someone got a real cancer treatment, her hair fell out in clumps on spots. I mean, like with that specific drug, was it not supposed to, was there no hair loss? If I remember, nurses and patients were suspicious. I need to look that up. Yeah. Yep, it's a self-soothing. What does Katie do? Right. Soothing. You know, I think I did a short about this as well, but I was watching She Never Lost Hair. Oh, God, she never lost it. Okay, they were supposed to, but she never lost it. Gotcha. Okay. I was watching Letitia Stout last night in her interviews and stuff, with the news interview when she was showing the back of her head, and it reminded me of Chris and Katie's hands photo.
You said friends
Hands
and
interview.
her family has also reached out to you, or just?
Oh
your
yeah,
friends?
I mean, people I haven't
Everyone.
heard from in years. I mean, they all know. And Facebook's a machine,
Okay.
so it reaches all parts of the world, and it's a great machine most days.
Yeah.
For this type of stuff.
Exactly.
And Chris, did she drive her car from the airport?
No, Nikki dropped her off on the white car up, or that one parked outside the door.
Yeah. Do you drive that car?
That one, no, that's Nikki's car.
Oh, okay. Does your wife have a car?
Yeah.
And do you drive it? Or did she?
I was last one to go to the full party. Back.
Okay, so pretty recently.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
When is
Okay. Well, we'll give these a try.
when does his trial start, Chad Doberman?
Yeah, probably. Are you all right with just bringing the dog through the house as well?
Oh, good.
And, your little dog, yeah, he's locked up.
He's locked up. Do you want me to put him outside so
Yeah,
he's not
that might be better.
really
Yeah.
going nuts?
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
I thought it was supposed to happen in July or something.
I'm happy. I have a great life. I'm a good person. I live in a good way, and you know what? I have great friends, and I
So it was before that.
Chad Doberman's is
can
when.
call somebody and go anywhere and do anything. You know what I mean?
Okay. And you said you went to a pool party on Saturday, but you drove there
Yeah,
and
I
home?
drove there the same
Okay.
because they were shooting in Arizona at that point.
Okay.
Watch him. He
All
just
right. Just
doesn't.
want to make sure that when the dogs go out on a trail, they're not following something old. Usually it doesn't stick around for more than a week. So.
How weird was it that the commercial popped up on the neighbor's TV? I'm trying to remember when they were
those
searching.
simple. I'm healthy.
He moved his belongings
Why does that thing keep going whenever?
out of the house.
Whenever they were searching the house, you remember that there was like a little toy or something that giggled. It's very bizarre. He's non-blinking after the answer. Yeah. Because it was supposed to be in July, wasn't it, SL? Yeah, toy giggled in the closet. That's crazy. Wow. Mm-mm.
I'm sure they've asked you already. She doesn't usually go out on hikes or.
No, we've never been on a hike.
Okay. Nothing long stretch.
I've been waiting to hear something all
Just
day,
silence.
all night.
Maybe it's something that goes off
Friends
when
pouring
you're
out and
little.
reaching
I
out.
don't
That's
know,
about it.
but it was.
Tell you one thing for certain. I can't imagine what you're going through right now.
And there's a bunch
Yeah,
of
it's-
posts.
the house, I couldn't sleep at all last night. It just didn't feel. It didn't feel right, and
No, Kyron's mom would never do something like that. Kyron's mom, she is a wonderful person. There's a bunch of posts in Sebastian Rogers Reddit saying that Kyron's mom, Kyron's stepmom, Terry? She's evil as fuck. We just did a live about Kyron, a couple weeks ago? If there was a dog alerting like that, I would have been flipping out. He knows what's going on. Like, he has to know what's going on here. Like, has to know. Come on. TikTok. She deserves, like, God, I pray to the good Lord in heaven that Kyron is found, and Terry, in my opinion, needs to be arrested. We were looking at where the highway that Terry was on. I mean, like, he's got to be in that area somewhere, unless she moved him, which is highly possible, some time later. The cops had been watching him. Yeah. Yep. I believe. So they had to have.
Can see people in the high chair and dogs right there. I missed them throwing chicken nuggets at me, honestly, last night.
Well, like I said, we've got extra resources, so we'll do everything that we can to try to find
Definitely trying to find them.
everything we can.
It was the doll in the clip.
You said friends and her family has also reached out to you, or just?
Oh yeah, people I haven't
Everyone.
heard from in years.
Mm.
They all know. And Facebook's a machine.
Okay.
So it reaches all parts of the world, and it's a great machine most days.
Yeah.
For this type of stuff.
Exactly.
They really are K-Mac.
Hey, Chris, did she drive her car from the airport?
No, Nikki dropped her off on the way. Far up, or that one parked outside the door.
Yeah, do you drive that car?
That one? No, that's Nikki's car.
Oh, okay. Does your wife have a car?
Yeah.
And do you drive it? Or did she?
Last time I was last one to go to the pool party. Right?
Shanann would not leave her stuff. That is for certain. She would never leave her stuff.
Well, we'll give these a try.
Okay.
It amazes me how this man just unalived his wife, his pregnant wife, and his 2 kids. Drove them, buried his wife, shoved his 2 kids in a oil drum tank and still is just able to carry on a conversation with these people, praying he doesn't get caught. It's amazing. I think they're so focused on just trying not to get caught, but I don't know. Did CP reference Chris Watts one time? Yes, because he, from what I understand, Chris was a big follower of this story. He was in a lot of the groups. Right, Drew?
Are you all right with just bringing a dog through the house as well?
Oh, good.
And, your little dog, yeah, he locked up.
He's locked up. Do you want me to put him outside? So
Yeah,
he's not
that might
like
be better.
really
Yeah.
going nuts.
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
Got chicken nuggets, no less.
The actor was also recently spotted.
Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys. I'll be back here in, what time is it? 7:11. About an hour and a half. We will be back on the Sebastian Rogers case. Got some things to talk about there for sure. Bet Chris has love letter. It's amazing me. It just amazes me how people can just get obsessed with like him knowing he's done this to children's. Thank you, dropping the pearls. Appreciate you. Grammy's Place, Vic. Thank you guys. Rusty, Rhonda. Appreciate you all, truly. I will see you guys in about an hour and a half. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Thank you, Mary, SL, Nancy, Cal, K-Mac, Meep, everyone. Wait, what? Appreciate you. All right, guys. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Appreciate you. We'll see you later. Thank you.